Hello everyone, I'm Emily.
And I'm Scar.
And welcome back to another episode of the Cottage Horse Podcast, where we get whimsical, wild, and whatever else every other Wednesday. We have an exciting episode for you today, so we hope you enjoy. Oh my gosh!
Hi all, if you're not watching then you can't tell, but we are in the same room.
We are.
For real this time.
I can touch her.
I touch back. What a great way to start.
Yes. Welcome to Arts and Crafts with Emily and Scar. Is that not what this is?
It is. It's just funny.
We got these kits. They're the scratch art kind. So they're the kind where like it's all like dark and then you scratch and then it's colorful.
Yes.
Underneath. There's 6 different designs. I have gone for this little like mirror butterfly bird floral design, and Scar has chosen a moth.
Moth.
It's very pretty. I do like the moth.
The Mothman.
Yes,
the one and only.
And then we're just gonna chat. I have some questions on my cellular device. What?
Just why you say it like that?
Why not? I'm hip with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
We also have little sippy sips.
Yeah. Big McDonald's Cokes.
Yes. All right.
Let's go.
Okay. If you could only take one person on an all expenses paid vacation, who are you taking?
Like anyone. Like not even people I know.
I mean, like, I guess, yeah. I think you should pick someone that like you would enjoy spending time with.
I don't know. That's tough.
It is tough. I am gonna take my bracelet off because I feel like it's gonna like.
Oh, you know what? That's actually
mess up my wrist. We do have matching bracelets though. Scar made them for us. They say "boom, butterfly effect" for Until Dawn.
Yes. Whew. I'm kind of thinking who I'd want to hang out with.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I mean, obviously you.
Right.
But I'm trying to think other people, you know, because that's a boring answer to give.
I mean, yeah, my boring answer is my husband.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like really outside the box of someone like kind of rogue.
I'm gonna take if we're going rogue. I want to take Oscar from F1 because I just think that poor little baby deserves
a poor little polite cat. Yeah, he does deserve a vacation. You're so right. Yeah, maybe we can take him on vacation together.
Yes, a little 3 besties trip.
Yeah, I think he needs that in his life, you know?
Yeah.
I think he'd appreciate that.
I agree.
Or I'd take Charles and just make him rest. I'd be like, please rest, bestie.
Also valid. You could take Charles and I could take Oscar.
Oh my god, yeah, and then it's
a father-son trip.
That's true. That is correct.
Okay, there we go. What a fun answer. We are supposed to color the whole thing in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was just doing my outlines.
I know, I was gonna do the outlines, but then like the chaos part of my brain was like, just go for it.
I mean, that's also valid. I don't think there's really a wrong way.
Honestly, I think I like just coloring it in better. The outlines I was struggling with them.
Yeah, that's true. We'll go for it.
Okay.
Pretty.
Next question. If you could only eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life, what restaurant do you choose?
Oh.
My boring answer is a buffet.
That's actually a really good answer, though, because you're not limited.
Yes, that is true.
I think that's tough for me because I automatically have less options.
Right, as a vegetarian.
So, like, I have to be really tactical with that. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know either. Because it's like, I feel like, other than like a buffet, which honestly, buffets typically aren't that like good quality. At least here in America. So like, I feel like I would still get like sick of eating just like subpar food.
Yeah, it's not like the best thing to consume in your life.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we have a restaurant chain. I don't know if you have it. Ask Italian.
No.
Well, it's Italian food, if you couldn't guess. And it's really nice. And they have quite a lot of veggie options. I feel like I could eat that as my only restaurant choice and be okay with it.
Yeah, I also feel like I could go for like an Italian restaurant.
Because then you have pizza, you have pasta,
and like there's different sauces, so like
there's
you can still
salad.
change it
Yeah,
up.
there's quite a variety within that, and I feel like I'd be okay with that.
Yes, I think that is a good answer.
Otherwise, I feel like anything else I'd be sad about.
Yeah. And like honestly, even some pasta places like they have like French fries and stuff on the kids menu.
That's
so,
true.
Like,
yeah, that is very true.
if you want like a fix,
And like this one has like soups and stuff, so it's not even just like it's just.
Oh yeah, see,
lots of carbs. So I think I'd be okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
I would survive.
Yes,
I'd be sad, but I'd survive.
Also, I like that like we also, at least I just like assume that I have to eat this for every meal of my life.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, actually, no, it's just if you're going to a restaurant.
At
first I was like, well, now I have to think of somewhere I can get breakfast from as well. And I was like, that's not what the question is.
No. I like that we both automatically assumed that for some reason.
Because that's why I was like, what the heck? What am I going to pick? Because I'm so limited.
Yeah. No, it's just every time you go out to eat. In which case, if it's just every time I go out to eat, I think I would like to change my answer to Hoo Hot.
What the fuck is Hoo Hot?
It is my favorite restaurant. It's a Mongolian grill.
Ooh, okay.
And you like, it's kind of like Subway style, like where like you get to pick all your stuff and then you take it to them and they cook it for you.
Oh, nice.
But like there's like different noodles, there's different meats, there's different veggies, so many different sauces. So like you have a variety, and then like you can get rice with it. So like you have that as an option. So
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
A Subway style restaurant is like such a vibe because you can pick and choose so much that you're just not restricted at all, which is good.
Exactly. So
yeah,
I think that would be my choice.
That's a good choice.
We had a Hoo Hot in my town, and then it like closed in the COVID world.
I'm sorry.
It was really depressing actually. And now I think the closest one to me, because like more have closed in the state, the closest one to me is like an hour and a half away.
No, that's so sad.
We went there for my birthday though.
Well, that's good at least. At least you got your.
That was my birthday gift. I was like, can we please go to?
Please, I need my fix.
Okay. Do you consider yourself an extrovert or an introvert?
I consider myself an ambivert, which I know is a cop-out answer, but I do truly believe that.
What does that mean again?
Like both.
Yeah, I think I'm in extroverted introvert.
It depends who I'm with. Like, because I think I have quite a lot of introverted friends, and therefore I naturally take the extroverted role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I kind of take the more like I'll take charge, not in like a weird way, but like I'll be the one who like asks for things. If we go out somewhere, like I'll take that control. But then if I'm with people who do that, then I'll naturally fall behind, like in the other direction.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Like it just depends who I'm with.
I'm very similar. But, like, I feel like I'm just, like, an extroverted introvert in the sense that, like, I can be very extroverted.
Yeah.
But, like, as soon as my social battery is gone, it's gone.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Like, it was funny. We went to a Renaissance fair yesterday. And we got home, and me, Scar, and my husband, Kyle, we're all just sitting there on our phones, not speaking to each other, because we were all so tired that we just, like, silently agreed to decompress.
Yeah.
And we're all sitting in the same room. Like, I think you and Kyle were both on the couch and I was on the chair, and we were all just sitting there on our phones, not speaking.
We just came to this agreement that we just would need time to just be quiet. Yes. And I respect that. That's the thing.
It was great.
That's what you need. You need just people who get it.
Yeah. There's nothing worse, though, like when you are somewhere and like you're having a really great time and then you just feel your social battery run out.
No, it's so bad.
Oh, no.
I'm suddenly really sad now.
Yeah. It's worse, too, when you've been drinking.
Yeah.
Because I feel like drinking just emphasizes that, I guess.
That's true.
Okay. What is your dream vacation?
I'd love to go to Japan.
Japan?
Yeah. Because I just think Japan is, like, it's just gorgeous, and there's so much, like, there's obviously, like, you've got your rural, like, villages, and you've got, like, Tokyo. I just feel like there's so much to do there. I just feel like it's such a vibe.
I respect that.
But there's so many places I'd love to go. I honestly want to go visit everywhere, so that's kind of tough.
Yeah, I mean, like, cop-out answer. Europe.
Yeah.
Because Europe is huge.
Europe is huge.
In all honesty, though, like, if I had to, like, pick a more narrow option, I think Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland's gorgeous.
I've always really wanted to go to Scotland.
It's gorgeous.
And I think there's a lot like you can do there. There's a lot of history and stuff there
there's so
as
much,
well.
yeah.
So,
and again, like Scotland is like, I know it's not as big as like American like states, but like it is still vast because you obviously have like Edinburgh and Glasgow, and then you also have all the islands and stuff the further you go up. Like there's so much there to unpack.
Yeah. So I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. We love it.
This is actually so satisfying.
I know, I'm really just in my mind palace right now.
And like it's nice because like part of the thing that stresses me out about like coloring is like choosing colors and stuff. But this like the color's already there. You just have to reveal it.
It is. It's like magic.
And like the part of me that like fidgeting.
Yeah.
It's very like sensory.
It is, and the noise, the little scratching noise.
Yes.
I can get behind this.
And honestly, I do like the little archaeological brush because I do kind of feel like a little historian.
I feel special.
Yes. 10 out of 10. I
feel like I'm recovering some ancient lost drawings.
Right? Autistic people, go get the scratch pads. You'll have a great time.
This is so amazing. Catch me on the plane doing this.
Yeah. No, you need to be sleeping. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about me?
Oh my god. I don't know. That's so hard. That's so hard. Let me think.
Okay.
Not because I can't think of one, because I'm trying to think
of one, like just one.
Yeah, it's tough because there's so many amazing qualities. I think you're very like compassionate. Like it's really nice to have someone who's like very goofy and like silly, but also like is very understanding and supportive. And like you're a very good listener, and I appreciate that. And sometimes you're like, hey, you're just being stupid, and sometimes you're like, no, you are being valid, and I appreciate that. You need both.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But you're just too amazing.
I think my favorite thing about you is
It's tough. I don't.
Yeah, it is.
Those questions are hard. I'm like, oh no.
I really like that you're a very like logical person. And I really like that we can have like we have a lot of just like random conversations.
That's true.
But they're always so like fun.
Yeah.
And like I can have like very analytical questions or like discussions with you about silly things.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
It's very fun because like as someone who hyperfixates, I need someone to match my freak like that.
Yes.
And so true. I really like that about you.
Yeah. I can yap about anything.
No, but like you don't just yap is the thing that like you actually do know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, I have a brain.
You do.
Yay.
My favorite thing about you is your brain.
Thanks. It needs a little wash, but it has the spirit.
It's a brain.
It's a brain. I'm glad it's valuable.
When you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh, okay. So I had lots of different phases.
Valid.
For a very long time, I wanted to be like, I really wanted to be like a doctor, which I feel like most kids kind of go through that phase.
Yeah.
And then I kind of grew out of it because I was like, well, that's too much work, and I'm not like I don't think I'm. I think it depends what I would do. I think I like the concept of helping people, but I don't think like I emotionally am prepared for some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was obsessed with becoming a marine biologist. I loved me some fishies.
Valid.
And I just really wanted to name fish.
Oh, is that do marine biologists
well,
do that?
If you like discover a species, you get to help name it kind of thing. And then like just like I don't know, like vague historian kind of vibes.
Okay. I could see you as a historian.
I kind of did want to become an archaeologist. Like I thought that would be cool. But then I found out you're just kind of like sifting through dirt, looking for pot pieces, and I was like, I don't know if that's necessarily what I want to do with my life.
Right.
But I'm an astronaut for a brief period of time, and then I was like, oh, that's a really long trip to space.
Yeah.
And I kind of decided I didn't want to do that.
Fair.
I was like, I don't want to go that far. I lose so much of my life traveling to the space.
For a really long time, I wanted to be a teacher. Specifically like elementary school.
Yeah.
And then I kind of grew up, And unfortunately, teachers in Wisconsin especially are just like not treated well.
Right.
That's kind of like, I don't really want to go into that field where I'm going to be constantly disrespected, not only by like my employers, but also parents.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I do remember when I was young, I took dance classes.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I wanted to be a ballerina when I grew up.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then my older sister informed me that because my second toe is longer than my big toe, I could never professionally go into ballet.
What?
I mean, I don't know if this is true. I've not fact-checked this. But honestly, I just know, like, 5-year-old me, heartbroken.
Honestly, given, like, the like, how intense being a ballet dancer is, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case.
I think it has to do with, like, yeah, like, you can't go on point properly or something.
Oh, I guess so, yeah, because your big toe wouldn't be able to support you as well.
Yeah. Like, it does seem logical, but
yeah.
5-year-old me was heartbroken.
I'd be heartbroken too. That's devastating. It's like when kids can't find out they can't be a princess, and I'm like, don't break their hopes and dreams like that. That's so sad.
Although maybe they can.
Maybe they can. Marry a rich man. Or a rich woman.
Yeah. Marry Charles Leclerc. Become the Princess of Monaco.
Truly. There is a royal family, but he's basically royalty in Monaco. It's really funny. The royal family love him. When he won in Monaco this season, I think it's like one of the sons, so he is a prince. He was like, he can't drink. I think he's like 17 or something. I don't know how old he is. I don't know what the drinking age is in Monaco either. But anyway, he's like a child, and like he like hugged Charles or something, and then he was like licking the champagne off his fingers afterwards. And I was like, they all just love him so much. And that kid was like, I'm going to get drunk off the champagne.
Imagine if Charles hadn't won in Monaco, though. That would have been kind of funny. Like, it would have been sad, but also a little funny.
I mean, that's the first time he's ever won there, so...
Oh, well, there you go, then.
Yeah, it was a big moment.
So proud of him. Good job, Christy.
Yeah, we all love that for him.
We do.
A true icon.
A true icon. Okay. Do you think there's something that people misunderstand about you?
Everything. I'm so troubled.
Okay.
Sure thing. Misunderstand. That is tricky. Because I think it depends on the person in this scenario.
Okay.
Because like I said, with the same way of like introverted and extroverted, I think also I kind of am like a chameleon in friendship groups where I kind of take on the role that maybe other people aren't filling. So like if someone needs like a reality check, like I will do that, and therefore some people probably think I'm quite like upfront and blunt, and it's like, well, that's just because sometimes people need that in their life. Like in school, I definitely think people thought I was quite abrasive, and that's just because like that's just naturally how I felt like I had to be, because I was trying to survive in school, and also I just needed to be that way, and it wasn't just me being a bitch because I was that type of person. It was just like, well, I'm not going to deal with anyone's shit kind of thing. But I also think people think I'm like not very emotional, which I know to you, you're probably like, what the fuck? Like, you are.
No, I can see that though, like having known you for.
I just don't like upfronting that to people.
Yeah.
Because I can't really, because I struggle when people get upset because I don't know what to tell them. Like I feel like I am a comforting person, but it's difficult because I don't want to say like the wrong thing.
Sorrows, prayers.
Yeah, like because I think there's always this thing, and I think it's like it is just also just struggling with social cues where it's like people will tell you a story and then I try and find a way to relate because it's the only way I can feel like I can provide them comfort, and it's like that's not what people want to hear a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I struggle, and it's the same way like in response I don't want to make people, and because of that, because I feel awkward, I don't want people to feel awkward in the reverse. But then also I'm just like, I like to have my sad time alone, you know?
No, I get that.
Well, it's crazy. Being a person's hard.
It is.
I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm figuring it out.
We all are, let's be honest.
That's what I mean, it's tough. Like, no one knows what they're doing, so leave me alone.
I would say for me, people probably think I'm more, like, uptight than I am because, like, the neurodivergence in me. No, but, like, it makes me a stickler for rules.
Yeah.
In the sense that I do not understand people who don't follow them.
Yes.
And so, like, I sometimes get, like, irrationally upset about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not how it works. Like, that's not okay.
That's incorrect.
Even if it's just, like, something, like, trivial.
Yeah.
And so I think people think I'm a lot more uptight than I am, and it's not that I mean to be. My brain is just, like, gotta follow the rules.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, it drove me nuts in school when people were so disrespectful to teachers. I'm just like, they're literally here to teach us. Like, stop being rude.
I was the same way. I was always like, I don't understand, like, why you're doing this. Like, you're here to learn. Like, why are you being chaotic? But then I'm just like, honestly. And now I'm like, okay, like, I think we're all just a bit crazy, especially as kids. You don't know what you're doing.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, it is tough. And it's tough to explain that to people because they're like, well, I just don't understand. I'm like, well, I don't understand you, so let's just move on with life.
Let's just agree we don't understand each other and call it a day.
Yeah, let's just party. It's not that serious.
Agreed.
I'm having the best time.
Me too. This is a great thing. So my original plan was, I was like, oh, what if we did that, like, painting activity where we trade paintings? And Scar was on board with that, but then we were also like, oh, well, let's just go to the craft store and just kind of do a little gander and see if there's anything that catches our eye. And we saw these, and we were like, oh, that seems fun.
Yeah, there were some really, like,
it was really hard to choose.
They were, but there were also some, and they were like, we were talking about there's like beginner, medium, and expert. There were these ones, and it was like the whole Coliseum, and I'm like, what the heck?
Although in hindsight, now that I see how to do this, I suppose you literally
just go shoot.
Yeah.
But that's not fun though.
Yeah,
because there's no background, so it's not like you're trying to do something. But that was bananas. I was like, the whole Coliseum with a background.
Yeah, because there was no beginning, like, intermediate, expert. It was just choose.
Just choose. And I was like, this just feels incorrect.
Yeah.
Very, very different vibes here.
We saw these and we were like, oh, that seems fun. Yeah. And now I'm really glad we chose this.
Yeah, because I'd only ever done the ones that were like just silver or gold.
Like, I've done a rainbow one, but like it wasn't like, it was just like the whole thing was rainbow.
Oh, right. So I've done one, I think it was like a dolphin one or something, and like the dolphins, it was only the outlines and the dolphins were like silver, obviously.
I did a seahorse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did that when I was a kid. Like, I liked it, but I think as a kid that just wasn't my vibe. But now,
yeah,
obsessed with this.
Although we're gonna have to like vacuum because there's just like,
I know it's quite messy. We'll say that. If you're not someone who likes mess, I recommend putting a little mat down, and then you can shake it out when you're done, because you do have a little brush and you brush all the little, like, what is it, like, what even is that, the top
residue?
coating? Yeah, the top coating. You kind of brush it off.
Yeah.
So, but this is gorgeous. I can't wait to frame these.
I know, they're so pretty.
They're so gorgeous.
So pretty.
Okay. Me and my bank account's going to be sad. I'm going to go home and just buy. So I'll do all these ones and I'll just go home and just keep buying more. Like the sea ones. Oh, the fairy ones.
You can just go buy the other ones before you leave, and then you can just take them home.
That's true, but it's not like I can't get them.
What if it's not the same ones?
Yeah, but it's okay. They can be slightly different.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure this brand exists. If not, I can always get it on Amazon and just cry about supporting Jeff Bezos.
Big mood.
Yeah.
Okay. What has been your favorite thing about your trip so far?
Oh my gosh. That's tough because we've done quite a lot of stuff.
We have.
I really like the Ren Fair. That's just my vibe.
Yeah.
Like I get it. You know, I am a Disney adult, but for Ren Fairs, I get that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I could live there and be very content with my life. Like if the retirement age ever exists before I decease, you know, if I ever reach the retirement age, I'm going to volunteer at a place like that. I feel like that'd be so fun.
It would be.
Otherwise, I don't know this. Oh man, obviously seeing you,
right?
But that's a cop out answer, and that's boring. I no one wants that.
Well, like, you knew you were seeing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I know, it's just been nice to like hang out somewhere like very casually.
Okay.
Because like a lot of times when for me as a holiday person, like I want to do so much.
Yeah.
Not that we haven't done loads, but like in terms of like touristy stuff, like when I went to Chicago, I literally jam-packed everything in that day.
I was actually so impressed of everything you fit in, like, what, 8 hours?
Less than that, about 6.
Less than that, yeah.
Like, I wanted to make sure, because I was like, I'm not going to come back here again.
Yeah.
Because if I do come visit again, I'll probably fly somewhere else and visit there. So I'm like, I wanted to hit all the check boxes. And it's the same when I go on holiday. Like, I like quite like a city break. Like, I went to Lisbon and we were only there for 4 days. And my friend tried to like jam pack quite a lot of stuff in. Like, I like being busy, but this has been quite nice because we've done stuff, but it was also been very like chill. Like, we just hang out and it's just like very like, I can relax. On my vacations, I don't really relax. I'm always doing quite a lot. So it's nice to just like, just to hang and vibe and then just see casual life as an American family. Basically, you just adopted me into your family unit.
Listen, you get along with my daughter so well.
I know, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm so sad I'm leaving my bestie behind.
I'm so sad because she's not gonna understand.
I know, that's what makes it worse. It's like I can't communicate to her like, oh, I have to go back to my house now.
Yeah.
Like, she's just gonna think I've abandoned her.
She's just gonna be in the car and be like, where's my toy fetcher?
Where's my buddy? I'm so sorry, Queen.
We'll have to do more video calls. And, like,
that's true.
Say hi to her.
She's kind of got the concept of that. She did say hi to me over a call, but I think she's a little bit confused still.
Yeah.
Which is, I'd be confused.
She's got
too.
the spirit.
I'd be really confused too.
Yeah.
I'm like, where is this voice coming from? But at least she knows I'm not just a person behind a screen. Like, I do exist, you know?
Yes.
Because I did think it'd be funny if your child thought that I was your computer voice. Like, I did think it'd be funny if your child just thought I lived in your computer for the longest time.
Yes.
But
no. You are a real person.
I am. I'm not some scary old person.
I think it'd be fun if you ever do another America trip for us to, like, pick a destination together.
Oh, that'd be fun, yeah.
Like,
Yellowstone. And we could end it all there. Basically, I have this fear. I really want to go to like most of the national parks. I don't know when I'll do this in my life. It'd probably be like way in the future. But I saw this thing that you can get a passport and you can get it stamped if you go to every like American state national park. And I was like, that's so cute. I'd love to do that. But I have this irrational fear of Yellowstone, full stop, because when I was in school and in geography, as I'm sure most people, we were told, oh, it's overdue to explode and erupt, and it would like kill everyone.
For the record, I also have this fear.
Yeah. And I just have this very sinking feeling that the day I step foot in Yellowstone National Park, it will fucking erupt.
Yeah.
Because I will trigger it for some reason. And I don't know why that is.
Bad vibes.
But I just have the feeling I will be the cause of the end of the world.
I think now because you're afraid of it, you would go and like
I'd be so paranoid. You would just
bring so much negative energy.
Yes.
That you would.
I think so. I think I would bring so much fear that it would sense the fear and be like, it's time. And I just...
Finally, the adequate amount of fear I have been waiting for to erupt.
Literally, I feel like I'd fuel it up like a boss. Like, I feel like it needs a certain amount of, like, hit points or something. I think I'd bring that to it. So maybe not Yellowstone.
No, I have been there, though.
Yeah, it looks so stunning.
It's really cool. It's a lot, though. Like, honestly, like, we went and, like, only saw like a fraction.
Oh yeah, it's huge. That's the thing with like we have national parks too, and like heritage sites too. But like they are obviously on a much smaller scale, just because the UK is on a much smaller scale. Like some of them are pretty big,
right? But,
like they are still obviously on a smaller scale. But the national parks here, like they are crazy, and they're just gorgeous. Like hiking is a thing in the UK. Obviously, it's not like it's not. But again, because of the size and stuff, like hiking trails are just not the same. And I'm like, I'd love to just. But then I'm like, again, I'm scared I'd be like abducted or something in the forest.
Valid.
Because of that. What's that thing where it's like all the cave systems are like connected and that's where all the people go missing in national forests? Like, that kind of really freaks me out.
Oh, yeah.
That conspiracy. I'm like, I don't think that's a conspiracy. I think that's a fact.
Yeah, like, that's one of those, like, is it a coincidence or...
It feels like there is a logical explanation for it, but I don't like it.
Yes.
Like, either way, I'm scared.
I mean, the logical explanation is, it is easy to go missing.
Yes.
In situations like that, especially if you're not, like, with a group, and especially if you're being stupid.
And it makes sense for those last sightings to be around, like, caves or rivers, because either they're sleeping there or they're trying to get water. Like, logically, it does make sense.
Yes.
But I'm also like, well, what if there is a massive underground tunnel network and they're just snatching people to feed some big bad? Maybe like, under Yellowstone, there's, like, a kraken or something. And that's who they're feeding people to.
Yeah.
And then eventually, if he gets enough food, maybe they're trying to satiate him. And if he doesn't get satiated, then he'll erupt.
Maybe.
So maybe I shouldn't go to any national park because what if they try and feed me to the monster? And I say no.
True.
And then that's what makes him angry.
Yeah. Or we could go to the Grand Canyon.
I'd love to go to the Grand Canyon.
We've not been. I've not been. I'd love to go.
This is the thing, right? do I understand that it's just a massive canyon? Yes. Is there something so amazing about it that I'm just like so excited to go because I want to see other people excited about the Grand Canyon? 100%.
I am a little afraid of it though.
Yeah, it's kind of it's unnatural. I know it's natural, but it's unnatural.
I'm a little afraid that I am clumsy
and will fall.
and will trip and die.
I think they have quite good safeguarding for that though.
I'm sure they do, but
because you can't even go too close to like take photos or something because they're like don't because you might drop your phone and then you'll lean instinctively to catch it and you'll fucking fall over and die.
Sounds about right.
But in my head, I'm like, yes, I have a fear of that, but I also am convinced that if I did fall over, I'd live.
Okay, I'm sorry. You think you can survive a canyon fall, but you can't go to Yellowstone without it erupting.
Yeah. No, because you know there's like crazy things where it's like I would survive that. Like there's something about me that like I wish I would die. Like I think I would be in so much pain, crushed at the bottom of the canyon. But I think I would survive it because I think the universe would hate me.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You think you've racked up some bad karma points that the universe would just keep
like
you alive?
there's just some part of me that I'm like, I think I could survive that. Like maybe I would survive.
That's
like
fair.
Pompeii, I think I would have survived it.
Are you just bringing up Pompeii because of...
Yeah. It was the first thing that I thought. I was like, I would survive Yellowstone, but I could survive Pompeii.
Fair.
There's just some part of me that I'm like, maybe
Did anyone survive Pompeii?
No.
No.
Well, I think some people got out.
Oh, okay.
On like boats, but I don't know if they made it very far.
Fair.
I don't know. Like, I think the kill count was pretty high.
That's fair. I was just curious.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, I do want to go, but it's also like really scary because obviously they still have loads of the ash imprints of like people.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's kind of weird.
I don't know if I want to see that. That makes me feel uncomfortable. But I'm also like,
you know where we should go?
Okay, I'm ready.
Washington.
Okay, yeah. I go see the Washington Monument.
No, not Washington D.C.
Oh, Washington the state. Okay, you didn't specify. Okay.
Well, okay. If I said Washington, if I meant Washington D.C., I would have said Washington D.C.
Okay, yeah. Washington. What's in Washington?
Well, first off, Forks, Twilight.
True.
We can go see the Cullen House.
Yes.
But also,
and go take a picture at the sign. That'd be iconic.
Yes.
Okay.
But also, I just think it'd be fun because like we both like rainy.
That's true. It does seem like the best vibes.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a bunch.
Plus, I think Seattle would be really fun to visit.
I'd love to go to Seattle. Seattle's one of the places that I've always wanted to visit in America.
Yeah.
I have like such an attachment to it, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I've never been out that far.
There's something about it that just seems like my kind of city.
Yes. I know it's really expensive though.
Yeah.
Like the cost of living there is like super high.
That
but
sucks.
I just think it'd be fun. I think we would both have a great time.
I would have a great time.
Because I think it'd be a fun mix of like hiking and city.
Yeah. It definitely feels like there's a good blend.
And plus Twilight.
That's true. Yeah, I bet there's some really fun stuff to do there.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing, because all the states are so big. It's like, well, there has to be gems. Obviously, you can't travel everywhere because that's obviously huge. But I bet there's some amazing hidden gems.
Oh yeah. Well, and, like I'm the type of person that like, especially if we're going somewhere new, like I'm gonna research it.
Oh yeah, I'm the same.
Just to like get ideas of like what we want to do.
Yeah, I'd love to go to. I've now been to 3 states, so I feel like I'm getting close.
3 out of 50.
That's more than most
people.
Okay,
but like, do you count your layover in LA?
Yeah, because I was in LA.
Okay.
Because I actually stayed the night in LA. So I actually did explore the area.
Okay.
Not a lot, but we did explore a little bit. So
fair,
I do count. If we just laid over, then I wouldn't count it because I didn't actually step foot outside the airport, but I did step foot outside the airport.
See, that's the thing is like, I've driven through a lot of states.
I think that counts.
But haven't necessarily like...
I think driving counts. I think driving through them counts in my eyes.
Okay, in that case, let's figure out how many states Emily has seen.
Oh my god, exciting! New game just dropped. I'd love to go small, but obviously, like, I would love to do, like I said, if I was going to, I basically combine my American road trip and the national parks and just fucking, like, spend, like, half a year, just going around America, going to all the national parks, visiting all the states.
Okay, so Wisconsin, obviously, I live here. Illinois, definitely. Minnesota, I have been. Iowa. I don't know. I think we drove through Iowa, but I can't remember. Because like when we went to Yellowstone, we drove, and I can't remember if we went all the way up through Minneapolis. We might have actually. So Iowa's like a maybe.
Okay.
Missouri. I've been to Missouri or Mississippi. Missouri. So I've been to Missouri. Indiana. I think I have driven through Indiana. Because I also went to New York when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
and we drove.
Right. Okay.
And I don't 100% remember which way we went, but I think we went through Indiana and like Ohio. Pennsylvania, yeah, we would have driven through there. And then New York, but we technically stayed in New Jersey.
Okay, but you visited, so.
Yeah, so like we were staying there and then we went over. So we're at 9 right now. I have definitely driven through Kentucky and Tennessee. That's 11. I've been to Alabama. I had a layover in Georgia. Been to South Carolina many times. Been to Florida, up to 15. And that's just like the east. Okay, now going more west. I have been to North and South Dakota.
Groovy.
Nebraska. I don't know if we drove through Nebraska at all. So I'm not going to count it. Because I don't think we did. Because again, I think we went South Dakota to Minneapolis, like, area. And brought it back down. Been to Wyoming. Yellowstone's there. Been to Utah. Been to Idaho. We stayed in Idaho, I think. Or were we in Wyoming? I still think we ended up in Idaho. That's what, 20?
All my homies end up in Idaho. How many, like...
There could be more, but I think...
I want to know on average... This is a really weird question to posit, but I want to know on average, like, how many... Like, Americans, how many states they do visit. Like, do you think it's common for most people to visit the majority of them, or do you think it's less common?
I think it really depends on the family.
Right, okay.
If you are a road tripping family, I definitely think it's more common.
Mm-hmm.
I think most people probably visit like the 48 connected states.
Right, okay.
Because getting to Hawaii and Alaska is a trip.
You're not really even meant to go to Hawaii anymore.
Yeah, I do not plan on ever going to Hawaii personally.
That's one of the ones where I'm like, I probably will just like never like go to either. It'll just have to just sit off the list, and that's okay because I respect the people. And if they don't want people to go, I won't go.
But I mean, like, the other thing is, like, is there something to do in every state? Yes, but there are obviously states that are going to pull tourists way more than others. Like, most people are not like, you know where we should spend our family vacation? Ohio.
I don't know. Maybe there's some Ohio heads out there.
So, I think if you're like a road trip type family, yes. Otherwise, I don't think it's as common.
Yeah, I think it's just interesting to me because, like, in Europe in general, it's like very common for you to just like go everywhere in Europe. And I was just curious because obviously, like, America's so big and there's so much to do, and I'm like, I don't hang out everywhere.
Yeah, but the thing is, because it's so big,
it's tough.
It takes a lot of time or money.
Yeah.
Not to say it doesn't for you guys as well.
No, but it does. It's like it's more consuming.
Because
if you want to fly, it's expensive. If you're going to drive, it's like 17 million hours.
Because, like, okay, so I live on the bottom of my state.
Yeah.
But to leave my state and go north, that's like 7 hours.
Yeah, that's insane. I could drive all the way to Scotland in 7 hours.
Yeah. So, like, just even leaving my area is a long hike. And obviously you're not going to fly to most places. Like, I would never, could you fly to Minneapolis from
here?
But
I realize.
But, like, you're not.
Yeah, that's the thing, because, like, I think it depends, though, because, like, other Europeans can weigh in on this, but obviously living in the UK, it's an island. If I do want to go to elsewhere in Europe, I do have to fly.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like my mum, when she was growing up, she lived in Spain, and they would always drive. They drove to like Croatia, and they drove to like Romania. They would drive around because obviously they are all interconnected, and it's pretty easy to do that.
Yeah.
So I think it depends.
I agree. Yeah.
But I don't know. I just like road trips are like fun, but like also like they're just like the worst thing at the same time.
Yeah. We kind of, after we did Yellowstone, I was like, I cannot do anything more than 6 hours in the car at once.
Yeah, that's intense.
Because like basically for Yellowstone, it was essentially like 2 straight days of driving.
Yeah, that's
there and back.
That's intense. Yeah.
And no offense, to people in like South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska area, it's boring as hell.
Yeah.
There's just nothing. Like, you'll see like a sign, it'll be like no gas for 60 miles.
Oh.
Because they're like, it's pretty because, you know, it's desert.
But there's just nothing.
But it's also boring because it's like, okay, I've seen like the mountainy plateau shit. And I'm over it.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like that's the problem.
And like everything's just very like spaced out. Like when we stayed in Wyoming, it was kind of one of those things where it's like we knew we wanted to stop somewhere in Wyoming when we were coming home. We knew we wanted to stop somewhere in Wyoming to spend the night. And it was kind of like, okay, so we can choose this major city and then there's nothing for like 2 hours. So it's like, do we want like we didn't have an exact plan. It was more like we're gonna drive until we're done, but like we were getting to a point it's like, okay, we can stop here or we're committing to 2 more hours of driving.
Yeah, that's intense. That's intense.
Yeah. So I'm not a big road trip gal anymore.
Yeah.
I think especially now too, like I have a toddler. You saw her in the car yesterday. She could barely do an hour and 15 minutes without losing her mind.
Exactly. Especially if no one sat in the back with
oh, yeah. Although I do wonder if you weren't back there, would she have slept? And I don't mean that in like a rude way.
But
I'm
probably,
just curious.
Probably, because I was trying to keep her entertained.
Yes, which I appreciate.
I know. But I was like, I was trying to keep her entertained because, you know, I get it. Like, when you can't, because she doesn't, she's got, like, I don't know what she's thinking in her noggin, but like, you know, as an adult, I can just like, you know, kind of space out and just vibe, stare at nothing. You know, have my music video moment kind of thing.
Yes.
Whereas like she can't really do that. I mean, she could. I don't know what she's capable of. Probably a lot more. But like, you know, it's not the vibe. Whereas I feel like as a kid, you need to kind of be. I don't know. She just wants to be included.
Yeah.
She'd just throw me stuff and I throw it back, and we'd have a good old giggle about it, and it was great. And she drowned herself in the water bowl. And she was spinning it on her finger and she would put it on her finger. So I put it on her finger. She'd spin it. She'd make it fly. She'd laugh, and then she'd put her finger out and make me put it back on again. That was the game we were playing for about 20 minutes. It was very funny.
She's a hoot.
Mm-hmm. She really is. It's just magical to like see those moments because it's like, wow, they are having the best time. It's such a silly thing, but she just was obsessed with me putting this ball on her finger.
Yeah,
and I was like, I wish I was that entertained by anything in my life.
Honestly,
where is that child like wonder gone? Why is it evaporated from me?
Because you have to work and have responsibilities.
Yeah, and I'm devastated by it. I wish I was that entertained by anything.
I know, it's great.
Why can't someone put a bottle on my finger and I can have a grand old time spinning it around? destined to be a toddler, forced to be an adult.
Honestly. It's like sometimes I too would like to kick and scream in the grocery store.
For real though.
My shit sucks.
That's why I always I literally am never seen without my headphones on. Like I always have my headphones on whenever I go. And I know you said I'm probably gonna get stabbed. And listen, if I'm gonna get stabbed, I'll be listening to my tunes. So I just need to have I just can't be dealing with people.
No, that's fair.
Then no one will bother me and I can listen to my music or my podcast or my audiobook and just vibe.
Yeah, no, that's valid. I do respect it. I get it.
I obviously take them off when I'm speaking to people.
Right.
Some people don't. They have their AirPods in and while they're like talking to a cashier, and I'm like, that's just rude.
Yeah. Even if like they're not listening to anything, it just looks.
Yeah, I always make an effort to like either I definitely like show that I've got one ear removed or I just pull them down.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be rude to you. You've got enough rude people on your day.
Oh, honestly. Respect cashiers, please.
For real.
And food workers.
Respect everyone, but especially those people.
Don't respect the government. Fuck
the
government.
No, okay. That I didn't mean them. They're not included in people. They're not people.
True.
They're fake.
Okay, are you ready for another question?
I am.
If you could trade places with someone for the day, who would you choose and why?
Oh, damn. Okay.
Okay, so like, kind of silly cop-out answer. I would love to switch places with you. I think it'd just be really fun to like experience each other's day.
That's true. That'd be really funny.
Like just like on like a simple level.
Yeah.
On like a if I could switch with anybody type level.
That's true.
I think.
That's tough.
It is tough.
Because, like, I feel like, I don't know.
I think it would be fun to be like Taylor Swift, but only for like 2 hours, and then I'd be like, this is intense.
I don't want to perform the Eras tour, but like, I can just hang out.
Yeah. Do you think if you were in Taylor's body, like, could you do it? Like, would your body just know what to do? Or because you don't have her brain,
that's
like,
the
you
thing.
wouldn't
like,
know?
That's the problem of switching. Like, this is me being analytical about this question. If I am trading places with someone, do I instinctively know everything like in their lives? Because it'd be easy to trade places with you because I feel like I know what you kind of do on a regular basis, and it's the same vice versa. Whereas if I'm entering someone else's body, do I know that?
Maybe not. I don't know,
because I don't want to be left. I don't want to be left in the dark. You know, I don't want to like. What if I don't know how Miss Taylor Allison Swift texts and I make a boo boo?
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to.
I do think though Kyle would like clock it so fast.
Oh, he would. He'd be like, "What the hell?"
Because he'd like going for a kiss, and you'd be like,
I'd be like, "Ah, no!" He'd be like, "What the fuck?" I'd be like, "I have a meeting to attend to. I'm busy.
It's 9 p.m. Where are you going?
I gotta go out. I gotta go drive somewhere." That's the thing. I'm like, I'd have to pick someone I'm just either not connected to and just commit to the bit,
Yeah.
and just pray that I don't mess up their life. Because are they coming into my body? Because then that's just like high stakes.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd have to pick someone that knows me well enough as well that they wouldn't destroy me.
True.
Damn. What in the fanfiction trope is that question? So, for real.
Oh, that just that'd be fun. See, I think it would be fun, and this is awful, but I think it'd be fun to switch places with someone like Elon Musk. And then we just cause as much havoc as possible.
Yeah.
But like chaotic good.
Change Xbox to Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be a good idea. That'd be good.
Or like a politician who's like known for being like racist and homophobic and shit.
I'll switch with Trump and then hand myself into prison.
Please.
Like, I am going to give myself prison time.
Perfect. Yeah. Everybody wins.
That's what I should do.
Okay. You can only use TikTok or Instagram for the rest of your life. Which one?
TikTok.
Really?
The thing is, I do like Instagram, but I think I can go without seeing other people. I think I can go without that stimulus in my life. And I know reels end up on Instagram, but I just think I can survive without posting on Instagram, and I could survive without posting on TikTok. But I think TikTok just gives me that serotonin boost that Instagram sometimes doesn't. You know,
that's fair. That's valid.
I just don't need to be on there. Like if Instagram went bust and I never saw it again, it would not change my life in any aspect.
That's true. Yeah.
If TikTok went down, I think I'd have an aneurysm.
Yeah. I think it'd be better for me.
It would be 100%. Like, would I be would I be a healthier, more sustainable, kind person? Yes. Would I be less grumpy? 100%. But I would be kind of sad.
Yeah.
At least the withdrawals would be intense.
Yeah.
The Instagram withdrawals, I don't think that would occur.
No.
The only thing I do on Instagram is stalk people's stories.
Yeah.
I'm just nosy.
Well,
but I could live without that.
I follow all the F1 people.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, whoa. My feed is like overwhelming now.
Yeah.
There's like so much happening. Because like I did not follow very many. I kind of like got away from following celebrities because I realized I just did not care.
Well, that's the thing. I only literally follow people that I genuinely would care, like interact with or like want to keep up. And it's basically F1 drivers, a few football players, and like one or two actual like celebrities who aren't like sports personalities. A lot of them are just like, yeah. Because it is intense. And you don't see them all.
Yeah.
So it's just intense.
But yeah, no, I like unfollowed like pretty much all celebrities, not for like any particular reason other than I just realized I didn't care anymore.
Yeah,
I do follow Taylor Swift.
I follow Taylor Swift. I follow Chapel Roan. I maybe still follow Tom Holland, but I don't know if I do. I think that's kind of it in terms of celebrities. Maybe Zendaya is one. Doesn't Zendaya have Instagram? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I can't remember. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I think it is funny though, because sometimes like I'll like follow them, but they don't like ever post, and then they pop up again, and I'm like, oh,
it's just a jump scare, yeah. Yeah, I don't really post because I think the thing is like, as much as I hate X, as much as I hate Twitter, whatever you want to call it, like I do get most of my if I need a celebrity fix, I don't follow them on there, but I will get it from somewhere on there. Yeah, like someone will talk about it, and I'll see it, and I'll be like, yes,
that's valid.
So I just don't need that. I'm not looking through my feed to see if any celebrities pop up, and it is really just F1 drivers and Chapel Roan. So
I do follow Chapel Roan. That's true.
That's like the kind of only ones I follow. So
yeah, I follow Jacksepticeye as well.
Oh, I follow Gab. Yeah, I think I follow Jack as well. I don't even know.
I think I follow Gab. I should. I follow a lot of like book stuff, like LitJoy and Owlcrate and them.
Yeah,
I do follow the Percy Jackson series.
I do follow 270 people, but I would genuinely say about 75% of them are people I actually know in real life.
I follow 111.
Yeah, look, most of the people I know, like these are all people I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I just love that it's like.
There's actually probably people on here that I could unfollow because I just don't care anymore. Like I'm
sometimes, and this is terrible. If I'm like, I don't want to unfollow you because I don't want you to like question it, I just mute them.
That's valid. That's valid. I follow Pedro Pascal. I forgot about that.
Oh, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, most of them are just people.
It's not like I'm like anti-following celebrities.
No,
I just realized I don't care about most of them.
I just don't need that in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's not actually doing me any good to just see your lives. No offense, but, you know, I don't need to consume that. Yeah. You're not my friend. You're just a random person.
Exactly. I'm not going to parasocial this relationship.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's good to have that disconnect sometimes. Most people need it.
Yeah, very much so. Okay. What is your favorite memory of us?
Of us?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Pick one.
Jesus Christ. That's intense.
I know.
I have so many that just popped in my brain. Like a little
Your life flashed before your eyes.
Genuinely.
It's just me.
I really, really did enjoy that period of time. That makes it sound like we're like 70 years old. That period of time back in the ye old days when we made our Until Dawn series, like that era. Just
I was gonna say like that first video call that we did, and we were on for like 8 hours.
That era was just something else.
That was great.
Like, don't get me wrong, like I like that we've evolved as people and as like friends, but that was just a different time.
Yes.
I did like I do really like that.
But yeah, that like 8-hour video call.
Yeah. Because I just feel like we were just young little chickens.
Yeah.
And we just were so excited. Not that we're not excited now, but you know, I feel like we
were younger and didn't have as many responsibilities.
No, that's true. A lot has changed since then.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a lot of fun.
It was.
I do miss that.
Well, that's good. We'll film season 2 tomorrow. No, just kidding.
God, imagine if you just jumped at me. I've written the script. We're ready. I'm like, yeah. Right. Cool.
That would be actually hilarious.
It was really funny though, because we did mention about like doing a season 2 because you're like, oh, when I have a kid, we can use it as a prop.
You did.
And you do have a kid.
But she will not be used.
She will not be used as a prop. She's more than a prop. She is the star, but she's not starring in anything.
No.
Not without her consent.
We keep her off social media.
Yes, because she is a child with no concept of anything. I like that. Yes.
Kid can't even tie her own shoes.
She almost put on her sandal the other day, though.
Oh, yeah, she did.
I was impressed. She had the right idea.
She does understand that, like, sandals, like, shoes go on feet.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets
and, like,
it.
she understands, like, if I'm like, let's put your shirt on, and she, like, leans forward with her head.
Definitely gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. She just doesn't
vibe. She's just like,
yeah. I
don't want to do this yet. I'm not ready for it. Seems like too much work.
Okay. What's one thing I do that makes you laugh every time?
That, apparently. Tricky. I'm trying to think if there's any like specific thing.
Yeah, like I don't have any like bits or anything.
No. I think when you just like quote random memes, because you just say it in such funny voices. I'm like, what are you doing?
What's wrong?
Photos tinted. That actually made me deceased.
Last night, I was trying to think of a TikTok sound, and I was like,
you did such a bad job of explaining it though, as well. I mean, you didn't, but like at the same time, I was like, bro.
I mean, it was the best I could do.
It was.
I was like, part one is like a dude saying something. And then someone replies in like this gremlin voice and like just like repeats a small section of it back. And I think it has the word photo.
I mean, you were correct. I
was. But I was trying to think of it for like 2 hours.
It was just like your face of like when you zoned out trying to like put it together in your mind palace. I was just like, this just is never going to happen. Like,
but I did find it.
You did. Yeah, I was actually like in the process of getting ready for bed and you just like come in and you're like, hello, I found the video.
Well, I was getting changed like in my PJs and I was like in my dresser to get like some shorts out. And then my brain just goes, photos printed?
I like how that's what triggered it. I was like, maybe if I just say the word photos over and over again, you'll get it. And that didn't help, but getting changed did.
Yeah. Different scenery, I guess.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe I was blocking it.
I think what makes me laugh every time is when you get so excited about something, the number of times that you try and tell me something and you find it so hilarious that you can't even, like, you can barely speak. You're laughing so hard. Like, when we did the Ace Attorney game, you could barely form a sentence for half of that. Because you were so amused by your own stuff.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I struggle with that. Because in my head, I just assume the other person's on the same wavelength, and they are, because I'm trying to tell them something. But then I just can't get it out because it's making me laugh.
Yes.
Yeah. I do that.
Yes.
Oops.
You said oops, and my brain made oops, I did it again.
I mean, that's accurate, though.
I also like that now that we're in person, like, one person will say something.
And we finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have very much,
internet brain rot.
I was gonna say, like, what is that called? Like, echololia?
Oh, yeah.
Echolocalia or whatever?
It's just because we're stupid.
Yeah. Who is the first person you text when you get good or bad news?
Honestly, you.
I'm honored.
Yeah, it's like you and then my family group chat.
That's fair.
They're pretty, like, together.
For me, it kind of depends.
Depends on the news, though.
On the news?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, if it's anything that, like, if Supermassive, like, makes an announcement.
That's what I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna text you first.
Yeah.
I probably won't even text Kyle, because, like, he's at work, and I'll tell him about it later.
Yeah, that's true. It does depend. Because obviously there's some stuff, and I was like, well, even though you know a lot about me, there's some stuff that I'm like, well, you don't care about this random person in my life.
Right. But yeah, you're, like, top 3 with me.
Damn. I made it to the podium.
You are the Oscar of my life.
Yay! But I'm not a polite cat.
You are not a polite cat.
As much as I want to be.
You are a sassy parakeet.
Oh my god, okay. I will take that gladly. That is iconic.
What am I?
I don't know.
Think about it. Okay. Get back to me.
Okay, I'll think.
Thank you. This is very important. This is gonna make or break my day.
Oh god, that's a lot of pressure.
Just kidding. My day was already broken by that goddamn Peter Gwen edit.
Yeah, that's true. I can't do anything worse than that.
Ugh. I don't want to scrape you off the pavement about Gwen Stacy. It's, like, actually an attack.
That's actually crazy. That's actually so crazy.
Honestly, I love the TikTok girlies who do the edits.
Oh, they just keep me alive.
Because first off, they're on it. Like,
they're so good.
Things will have been out for, like, an hour, and they've got these, like, top tier edits out, and I'm like, how? But also the way that, like, I will see a song used in, like, 6 different edits, and it's accurate every time.
Yeah.
They're so good at it.
They have such a skill.
Also, when we lost music on TikTok for a while, and they were just using the most unhinged shit.
Well, they were singing themselves.
Yes.
Nothing brought me more joy than that.
It was great.
I'm so glad they got their music back, but that was truly unmatched.
It was a good time. It was a good time to be on the internet.
It was.
I think that's the other reason I couldn't give up TikTok. Because like, you miss out on stuff like that.
I need my silly little edits.
Yes.
How would I survive?
And also, it's so fun because you're like, oh, have you seen this side of TikTok? And the other person's like, what the fuck are you watching?
Exactly. It's so, it's just so vast. There's so much on there. And all those really scary lives that you can get. I kind of love it. It was just a guy with his head, like, just poking out of, like, a pool of mud. And I was like, yeah, just a casual Friday on TikTok. Didn't even question it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, if you could only use 3 words to describe me.
3 words?
Yes.
I feel like I have to use the word goofy. Just goofy.
I'm just a silly little goose.
Oh, yeah. You're a silly little goose. Those are your 3 words. Oh, no, that's more than 3 words. You're no.
Silly little goose could be the 3.
Yeah. No. That is true, though. I feel like if I just chose 3 words, it'd be boring. Like, I feel like the words I describe people are just boring. I don't think of fun words. It could be like, kind. funny, passionate. Passionate's actually up there.
Oh, okay.
Passionate about silly little things and important things, but silly little things.
Yes.
You're creative.
Okay.
Passionate, creative, goofy.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, but then it depends because I feel like you're more multifaceted than those three things, obviously.
Right.
But you know, that's I feel like the sides of you I see the most.
I would say you are determined.
Stupid. Annoying.
Never say that to your face.
No, exposed.
No, I would say you are determined. You are brilliant.
Wow, that's magical.
And you are influential.
Oh my god, I'm an influencer, guys. I feel like your words are so much better than mine. I'm just so pants.
It's okay.
I was like, how do I think of words? How do I think of descriptive words? There's a reason I didn't take English very far in my life.
That was all the questions I had.
Damn.
Did you come up with any?
No.
I
know, but I didn't because I was busy changing.
Don't change. I like you just the way you are.
Thanks. I just want to put an actual shirt on.
That's valid. I mean, you were wearing a shirt. For the record,
Yeah, I was wearing
a shirt on.
It was just a pajama shirt. I mean, it wasn't. It was an actual shirt, but I just used it as a pajama shirt, so yeah.
It was a Taylor Swift Eras Tour shirt.
Yeah, so it would have been fine. But
in case any of you want to imagine what Scar goes to bed in.
Yeah, just in case. That would have been suitable, but I just felt like you were changed, and I was like, I don't want to be bringing the bad vibes to the podcast, you know.
Okay. You brought such high vibes last time with your low-key Ace Attorney cosplay.
Yeah, I'm not being that, you know.
Yeah.
My life has peaked. Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
If you have to be in any of the Supermassive Games universes, which one would you want to be in?
Oh my god.
And it's not necessarily like you have to survive, but just like hang out, like just kind of vibe.
You know, like, are we going through the plot of the game?
I mean, okay, let's do one where yes, you are, and one where just like no.
Okay. If I don't have to survive, I think I'm gonna go Until Dawn.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with them.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
Yes, I have to survive. I think I'm gonna go with Little Hope. Because realistically, that is the lowest stakes. There's actually nothing attacking you. Like, when you stop and think about it.
The only thing attacking you is yourself.
Right.
If you deep it. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'd probably say definitely Until Dawn for just vibes. Maybe Little Hope. I'm just thinking like the witchy shit would probably like be intense for me.
I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
It would be fun, but
I'm trying to town.
Definitely
not House of Ashes.
Definitely not House of Ashes. Madame Medan.
I would see one of those creatures and probably just off myself.
Madame Medan's not awful. I think I could manage that.
The pirates scare me more than anything.
Because honestly, I would just sit on the deck of the boat and then I'd be fine because I wouldn't even be influenced by the gas. So I think I'd just hang out outside.
Okay, that's fair. I was just also thinking of the pirates.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They are scary. Yeah. The Devil in Me.
No.
I couldn't do that. That actually is probably the scariest one, to be honest.
Yes.
It's very raw and real. That would actually, like, make me feel unwell.
I mean, yeah, definitely The Devil in Me in that case, but also House of Ashes, like, I'm just not physically fit enough for that.
That's true. But at least you have like a weapon though.
True.
Like I feel like that's one of the ones where it's like, yes, okay, my chances of survival are still low, but they are increased indefinitely by the fact that I have a weapon.
That's fair.
And they have like the equipment. They aren't equipmentless.
Yeah.
They're like the other ones.
I would also, as long as I can stay with someone.
Yeah.
Like if I'm on my own, definitely a problem.
Because that's the thing. I think Little Hope definitely is probably the best one. But like even then, I'm like, oh, you're just walking around. Like you're just walking around. You know what I mean? Like you're not even in clothes. You're just kind of hanging out. That's true.
I would love to just sit and watch Rachel and Eric try and fix the generator and their marriage.
Just be a third wheel in the background. Just insert yourself into that scenario. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to be with the other two.
Yeah, that's true. That is very, very, very
Grayson
true.
and what's his name?
Celine.
No, he's not with Celine at that point.
Nick.
Nick, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. With Joey, when he gets munched or crushed or whatever the fuck happens. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay, if you had to actually like, if you had to third wheel one of the supermassive couples, who would you choose? And then if you had to be a third one of the supermassive couples, who would you be? All of age, all consenting. Because I know some of the undone characters are young. I mean, I know they are all of age in the actual like events of the game. But just in this scenario, imagine they're all aged up. They're all okay. They're all adults.
Right. Okay.
Just to cover the bases, because I know people are weird.
So one like just third wheel to hang out with.
Yeah.
And one to third with.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm actually like trying to like think of all the couples.
Yeah, so am I. I'm like going through. Oh, do you know who I'd love to hang out with?
Who?
Oh my god, what's his name? What's the guy that you can get Dylan with in the quarry?
Oh!
Damn it.
Justice Smith plays him.
Yes.
Fuck. What is his name? Why can't I think of it? You gonna look it up?
Yeah. I hang out with him and Dylan. They feel like that'd be good vibes.
I agree.
They seem fun.
I think I would want a third with Rachel and Eric, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, me too. That was my answer. Because I was just on House of Ashes and I was just thinking about them and I was like, I was like,
Remember when we cosplayed them?
Yeah. What a time.
How many couples have we cosplayed?
Them all. Well, more or less. 1, 2, 3. 3?
I feel like there's a fourth in there that we're forgetting.
Chris and Ash.
Mike
and Jess.
Rachel and Eric.
Couldn't see it.
I thought there was another one from a different fandom we did. Oh no, we did siblings because we did Dimitrescu and Heisenberg.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I was like, we've done another like together.
That's
one.
That's true.
They just weren't a couple.
That is very true. I forgot about that. Well, I didn't forget about it, but I forgot that they're siblings. I mean, they're like.
Yeah, adopted siblings.
Yeah. Yar. Hello, tell me your character. Ryan. It was a man name. like a stereotypical man name. I just couldn't think of it. Yeah, I'd hang out with them. It'd be fun.
Yes, I agree. Honestly, can I hang out with Dylan? Like, they're both fun, but like Dylan.
I need to play the story again. Because I did have a good time playing that. I did have a really good time playing
that. My sister was playing that. She never got past the prologue.
Oh, why? Just didn't vibe?
No, she was just like, I can't figure out how to save them. And I'm like,
oh. That's the entire point. That's actually kind of the point of the game.
But she's never played a Supermassive game, so she didn't know that.
Well, what a goof. Yeah. I can't decide if I think I will play the casting of Frank Stone. I know that comes out in September, but I'm also just like, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
I might just wait on that one.
Yeah, I haven't pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered, obviously, Ace Attorney, but I haven't pre-ordered that one because they come out at the same time. I'm like, I need to pick one or the other, and I know which one I'm picking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I kind
of almost want to watch someone play that one first. At least part of it.
Yeah.
Just so I can kind of get the vibes. Because I'm not a Dead by Daylight girly.
Yeah.
So
it looks good. Like, all the footage and the trailers, it looks really good. But I'm just like, I don't know if it's necessarily going to be my vibe in comparison to the other games. You know what I mean? It seems like they're trying to do something different. That's not a bad thing. I just don't know if it's for me.
Yeah.
I like the silly goofiness of the other ones.
For sure.
I don't know if that's going to be for me. But I guess we'll see.
Oh.
What?
Wait, maybe. Oh no, that is what that is.
No one knows what you're doing.
I was trying to figure out, like, I'll show you on this side. These little lines.
Oh.
I was like, is that his legs?
His leg.
And then, like, I did them and they were brown and I was like, oh, are they meant to be, like, sticks? But no, because all the, like, stuff, they're like flowers, so it's like green. So yeah, that is meant to be his little legs.
He got little tiny legs.
He's a tiny legs.
And he sat and he's searching and he's hanging out.
Ooh, look at this gold.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Stunning.
I love it. I love seeing the colours come through. It's magical.
It's also because, like, I looked at it, but, like, I also don't remember anything, so I, like, don't know what color is going to happen.
It's magic.
Okay, any more questions, or should we...
Oh,
should we wrap it up?
We can wrap it up. I don't think I have anything else to say.
Well, you always have something to say.
Well, not like on topic.
You are a professional yapper.
I am. That's true.
You and Max would yap.
Oh, we needed. It's Max explaining, like clarifying.
What's yours?
I think there is one.
The best I can come up with, and it's not good, but explore, like something like that.
Right, yeah. That's what I was trying to think of. I was like, can it be squished into the middle or something?
Yeah.
We'll have a think of it.
We will. We'll get back to you all.
I guess I could also use trousers and go like scar clarifying, but that doesn't really hit the same.
No. Le clarifying.
Yeah, it works. I know, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, here, let's look up. Because I feel like I can't just even think of words. So...
Yapping words with...
Well, I was just gonna go for explaining.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
And then, like, find, like,
words.
Synonyms.
Nice. Okay, good idea. Yeah, I need one.
Okay, clarify, construe, demystify, what? Explicate, get across, illustrate, simplify, unriddle, clear up, demonstrate, elucidate, expound, illuminate, interpret, spell out. None of those really help us.
Damn, okay.
Let's see if we've got any others. Solve, decipher, scar, decipher. No.
Damn, maybe that just isn't one for me. Maybe I should give up my profession as a yapper.
You should.
I'm fake, I'm a fraud. I apologize for everyone I've hurt with my actions.
Yeah, I can't come up with any, I'm sorry.
That's okay, I think I'll live. I'll be sad about it, but I'll live.
I hope so. It'd be really awkward if you died and I had to, like, call your parents.
What a funny explanation that would be. My little bee.
Just, like, use your phone. Be like, hi, Mrs. Scar's mom.
Yes.
I feel like it'd be weird if I just used your mom's name.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think we should question it, though.
Hi, Mrs. Insert your last name.
Nah.
I don't know if you have your last name out there, so I was like, oh, I don't want to, like, dox you here.
I don't know if I do, actually. Maybe. Probably. You can probably find it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure if someone really wanted to find it wouldn't be hard, but, like, I don't know if we've ever, like...
If you really care about me that much, which I don't think anyone does, but, you know.
Someone out there now is like...
Oh, great.
You've challenged them.
Oh, yeah, that post on TikTok, you can find out where you're staying at a hotel just by you posting their headboard. Crazy.
Yeah. Kind of scary, actually.
Don't do that to me, please.
That's a little too autistic.
I'm already scared enough in the world. I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't need to think about that stuff. That's too much for me.
Okay, let's give a little update on where we're at with our little thingies.
Let's give it a little dust.
Okay, so here's mine. Gorgeous.
And this is mine.
So pretty.
I'm doing the moth bit left. I'm just doing all the outside.
Yeah, I'm kind of working just like a down.
That's what I'm kind of doing. I just kind of want to go down and round, and then I'll do the centerpiece.
Yeah, I'll probably like go like this and then do like.
Look how cool that looks. Wow, it's so cute, my little bee friend.
Oh, I love it. We're gonna keep working on this, but we're gonna stop recording because
that's true.
We would just sit here for hours.
We'll post the final results. When we finish.
We'll post the finished work.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yes. Okay. Bye.
Bye. You just press end.
Thanks so much for listening. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. To stay connected with us, then follow us on social media, which are linked in the description. I've been Emily.
And I've been Scar.
Tune in next time for the best cottagecore podcast for the cottage whores.